Introducing the no-cut kit for your drop-in side burners, drop-in sink, and drop-in ice bins. This kit is fantastic because you have a pre-cut left and right side CTT to fit our 31.5-inch depth modules. And then you have the telescoping tube in the back to telescope to different widths for different size sinks or side burners or ice bins. If you have a small ice bin or a small drop-in side burner and you're going to position it more towards the middle, add a second telescoping tube from the select options on the product for the front. Otherwise, you only get one in the back because of these big ice bins. Usually you put them close enough to the front or the sink that you don't need an extra support here. But if you have a design where you have something that's smaller and it's going to be set back, you need to choose two, add a second one. And that's available on the website. Let's show how this is assembled. We offer 3 size sink kits, small, medium, and large sink kits. For this demonstration, we're going to use the medium sink kit. We're going to install it into our 8-foot non-telescoping module. The assembly of the sink kit is also the same as for the drop-in ice bins and a drop-in burner. A drop-in burner is the one where the knobs face the sky. A slide-in side burner, the control knobs face forward, which would be a different kit than this. Okay, let's proceed. So now we're going to take our cutout measurements for the DIY outdoor kitchen sink here. The measurements are of cutout is 18¼ inch wide by 21 inches deep. Now we're going to position the left side here to our mark, and we're going to make sure the screw heads face down towards the bottom. This solid side will be on the line right there like that, and we'll clamp it in on both sides. Take our hammer and we knock down the tube so it's nice and flush to the top there with the one way. We're taking our right CTT and we're clamping it in place to our mark before we double check it with our measuring tape to make sure that we have the right cutout width here according to our instructions. Now we take our hammer and we kind of tap it till it's exactly 8¾ inch clearance between the two tubes. Not from the outside, but between. For the opening, the rough opening, it's called in construction. And then we'll double check in the rear, 18¾ inches. Once we have it perfect, now we'll go ahead and screw in the right CTT just like we did the left one. Great, now with the left and right side of the sink, or a drop-in burner, or whatever we're putting here. Now we'll install our behind the sink tube. Now the kit comes with only one telescoping tube for behind your appliance item, because usually we put the front close to the front of the frame here. That's why we don't have one for the front. Now if you have a small sink or something tiny that you want to position more towards the middle, you would need to buy an extra telescoping tube here for the front, but most people just go ahead and come close off of the front. So that's why we only have one, to save you money. Go ahead and assemble our telescoping tube here on the ground first. We install our one way into the 25mm tube, and our female one way will go on the telescoping. You can see how it telescopes in and out for behind the sink. This is a great feature because no longer do you have to do cutting like in the old systems, or using track and studs. You'd have to do a lot of cutting for all of this. Our system is no cutting as long as you keep this standard depth module. So now we're going to go ahead and measure the depth from the front of from the front to the back. So on our catalog here, it says 21 inches deep for the cutout. We'll go ahead and add an extra 1/2 inch for wiggle room to be safe. So he pushes it up against the front here, and we'll go back 21.5 inches. And then we'll add an extra inch just to give a little more space back from the front for the sink has that nice rim. So maybe we'll even go back to 22.5. And then we'll make a mark on both sides, and we'll go ahead and clamp that into place. There it is. We got it telescoped out there, and we're clamping it on. Nice and easy. And we'll clamp the other side. That's it. So now you can see we have a nice framed opening for our sink, drop-in ice bin, or for a drop-in side burner. And remember, if you want to have it more towards the middle and it's a smaller one, you would have to buy an extra part for the front to support it there.